As harsh as it sounds, you need to cut them off. You need to get rid of them. Because on the day of resurrection, they're going to care about themselves, and you will be running away from them, and they will be running away from you. You are a product of your environment. I don't know if you've realized, but your family, your friends, your brothers, your sisters, the people around you, they have a level of control over you. A lot where you are now is because of them, because of their thoughts, because of what they've said. But you need to understand, it all starts here, and no one can access this except you. So when obviously being around people that don't understand you and understand your goals and understand your dreams, don't allow their thoughts and their trash talk and their ideas to get in your way of success, your idea of success. What I'm trying to say. But you are a product of your environment. You, maybe for 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, however old you are watching this, you have been subconsciously programmed by the people around you, by your family. Maybe your parents have told you to go and get a degree, and you don't believe that this is the path to success because of riba, because of the finance route, and it is haram. Well, the billah, we don't go past, we shouldn't even go down this path regardless of anything. Yeah, but we have to understand that building a connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will allow us to become successful in this life, and most importantly in the next life, in the hereafter, on Yawm al-Qiyamah. And that is the objective of our life. The objective is to become successful there. To become successful here is a bonus. Alhamdulillah for everything. Like being able to eat, getting oxygen, and we don't ask for oxygen. You know, these things that we don't take in consideration. These things are some things that we don't take into consideration. We don't really think about these things. But these things are important. These things were given to us. And a Muslim, being submitting yourself, your will to Allah. Some Muslims are born Muslim. We didn't choose, like myself, I didn't choose to be a Muslim. But alhamdulillah, Allah saw something in me and you to choose you to become, that you are a Muslim. That you have something in yourself that makes the requirement, the objective, the assessment, the objective. You have something in you to make it work. So don't blow it. But like I was saying, the people around you are very, very important. It's crucial that you understand this. But you need to understand your relationship that you have with your Lord, with your Creator, will enable you to become successful and, you know, block out them thoughts, block out everything. Block out all of the distractions, all of the things that you don't need in your life to get you to the next level. And how can you get to the next level without actually putting yourself out of your comfort zone? You have to put yourself out of your comfort zone. You have to make sure that you have the ability, that you have done it before, that you, maybe this is the first time you're like, scrap it, I want to make change in my life now. I want to make change in my life. And if you're writing New Year resolutions, 2025 is around the corner. Majority of people in January or in the December the 31st, they're writing New Year resolutions. They don't even get past half of it. By the next month, they're doing the same thing, and it is a bad cycle, a loop of never-ending joy and never-ending desire. Following your desires will get you absolutely nowhere. This is why stepping out your comfort zone will enable you to surpass your peers, surpass your parents, surpass your family, surpass anyone. You need to understand that you have it within you to make change within your family, within yourself. But how do you bring change in the world before you make change within yourself? It's not possible. You have to make change within yourself. You have to master your nafs. You have to do jihad al nafs against your own body, against your own soul. Yeah, you need to lower your gaze. You need to fight all these distractions, all this zina, and all of these women, and all of this filth that we find online. You need to distract yourself in the obedience of Allah and start to pray to Him. You need to understand that these things will only destroy you, and it will destroy your nafs. Your nafs is your soul. Your soul needs you to be in control of it. Your nafs is like a baby. It's like a baby. If you give it what it wants, it's going to ask for more and more and more. But if you restrict it from certain things, then it will obey you. It will listen to you. But if you give it all it wants, like a baby wants a feeder in his mouth 24/7, you give it, then after a bit, after a year or two, because you're not giving it him that day, he starts to weep, starts to cry, and it starts to hurt. But you need to train your nafs over time, not doing a certain sin, not doing a certain thing that you used to indulge in for maybe decades, maybe years. Could be smoking weed, watching pornography, whatever it may be. You may be indulging in this for years, but there needs to come a point in your life that you make change. Because how do you know the angel of death won't come? He is around the corner and he is chasing you. And Yawm al-Qiyamah is coming. The day of judgment is coming. And there is a day that you will stand before your Lord. And everyone, your parents, your family, they're all going to think about themselves. They're not going to care about you. They're not going to give two buts if about you. They're going to be gone. They're going to be running, worrying about themselves. Nafsi, 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 nafsi. So in this life, why don't you use the same sort of thinking in this life and apply it on the day of resurrection when they're all saying nafsi, nafsi, and they're all thinking about themselves? This is the same time over here. Nafsi, nafsi. Think about what can better yourself, your iman. What can get you closer to Allah? What can make you a better person? Yes, your family, your friends, everything. They're very important in life. Like, you need friends. We are social creatures. We want to speak to other people. But there's a limit, guys. There's a limit. So you need to understand that you need to master yourself before you can make change in this world. You need to master yourself before you can make change in the community, within your household, within anywhere. And if you want to make change around the globe, you need to conquer oneself first. You need to conquer your own soul and go to war with yourself, and understand that it's not a day's work, it's not a week's work. It takes months and years on end. And you need to master your mind. You need to open the Quran and understand your life. Why was you brought on earth? What happened? Why was you placed on earth? And I can tell you now, in the Quran it says, it's very simple. Our purpose is to worship Allah. That's our purpose. We weren't designed to buy cars and buy houses and buy land and fight and do this. We were just genuinely brought on. We're into existence for the purpose of worshiping Allah. And it also says in the Quran, do you really think that you will be left without purpose? Subhanallah. So when your family and friends are obviously pulling you away from Allah and they're not allowing you to worship Him, you need to, as much how harsh as it sounds, you need to cut them off. You need to get rid of them. Because on the day of resurrection, they're going to care about themselves and you will be running away from them and they will be running away from you. So decide quick, make a change, decide what you will do moving forward. Make this video a reminder for everyone who watches it to understand that you need to focus on yourself. And then once you focused on yourself, your family will benefit from it, your children, your parents, their children. Do you understand? But you need to conquer oneself and understand that you are a product of your environment. And maybe You might have to remove yourself for a bit in seclusion. You need to find solace in seclusion, in private. In private, you need to find solace. You need to find peace in seclusion. You need to connect with Allah, but the only way you're going to find solace in seclusion is if you are obedient to Allah in the nights on your own, alone. Subhanallah. And don't be like the one that commits sin publicly, because it was reported by Abu Hurairah that he said, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that don't be like the one that commits sin in public. He commits the sin in the night and Allah conceals it, but in the morning he says, "O people, I committed this sin. For this man there is no forgiveness. For this man there is no mercy." Because he's boastfully committing the sin. He's saying, I committed this sin, you know. I was watching this on my phone. Subhanallah, I was watching this on my phone. And if you haven't already, people, I would just want you to know that the school is available now for everyone to join. It's a completely free server, and in 6 days, it will be happening. It will be taking place, if you can see that clearly. But we discuss everything over here, and yes, I hope you join. The link will be in the description. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.